Security was heightened at all the polling booths in Rajarajeshwari Nagar, and our correspondent Nabila, who is stationed at the RR Nagar polling booth, had some interesting scenes. Now, these are visuals of security, and these are visuals of what transpired earlier in the day. R. Ashok arriving at the polling booth, and he arrived. Of course, like you saw, a whole lot of celebrities there, well-known names, politicians. R. Ashok, and then you had actors and actresses, and this is actress Amulya, who also turned up to vote. Her father-in-law, incidentally, is a JDS candidate who is contesting the polls. So RR Nagar really the focus now, not only because of the postponement, but because of today, of course, because of the celebrities who turned up to vote at different polling booths. And well, my colleague Nabila was at Rajarajeshwari Nagar tracking the developments right through the day. Let's see what she found out.
The polling at RR Nagar has indeed been quite interesting. A good number of people residing in the constituency have turned up to vote, but I definitely say this isn't the best voter turnout for RR Nagar. It's a Monday. People have clearly gone to different parts of the city for work and whatnot. Initially, there were a certain amount of delays because of a few EVM machines not working in a few booths, and that's what's put off a good bunch of voters who've moved out of the constituency for their jobs, and they're going to be coming back in the evening, but will they really be able to catch it before 6 p.m. is a big question that we'd say. I have with me one voter here who's just managed to get her vote before the hours shut. Ma'am, how was the experience?
Yeah, it was quite good.
Okay.
It was quite exciting, I may tell.
Shay, can I see your finger? All right. That's a good sign. Did you get upset because it was delayed for some time?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it was okay.
It was okay.
Yeah.
And finding your name, getting yourself in, all of that was perfect.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. Tell me one thing. As you were coming in, you had a good bunch of them saying vote for Congress, vote for BJP.
Yeah, that is always there.
Always there.
Yeah.
Did that influence you?
No.
No.
It can't influence me.
It can influence you. Okay. Did you see it across the polling booths as well?
Yeah.
Party workers.
Yeah. They are always standing there.
It's always been the same affair here. They're basically outside the white line, but.
Yeah.
But that doesn't influence you. Again, I'll ask you.
No,
not at all.
Never.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much for voting. You're encouraging all of the viewers to vote as well. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, so that's more or less a question that I really wanted to ask one of the voters is that would you get influenced by party workers standing outside the white line, trying to intimidate workers right at the last minute just before entering the polling booths? Okay, so this side, on this side of my hand here. Are a bunch of Congress workers who are sitting there. Well, they're not staging any sort of campaign, but they're definitely seated there with. On the right-hand side, right behind there, if I can ask my camera to pan, there you see a bunch of workers there. They're the BJP workers who are, giving out a nice peace symbol and waving hands. And asking voters to vote for the BJP. So this is the BJP camp here right outside. And there you see the white line right there. That's basically the white line. Right in front of the white line is where all of these supporters are standing and asking people to vote for their respective candidates. Now, if I go a little behind there, a little closer there, you'll find a good bunch of JDS supporters. Now, JDS supporters also doing the same thing, asking voters to vote for the JDS candidate. Who are the JDS supporters here? Okay, you guys are Congress, right? Okay, very good. Who are the JDS? Okay, all of you are JDS. Oh, brilliant. That's JDS. That's JDS. So that's the BJP, the Congress and the JDS. All of them having a great gala time. If I can ask the camera to pan on the right. That's all of the workers, the Congress, JDS and the BJP having a real gala time in the midst of the crowd, voters coming in and casting their vote. They are actually asking the voters to vote for their favored or respective candidates. Now, is it fair? Does that influence voters? We heard what the voters say. We've made up our mind. Nothing can influence us. We hope that's the case with all of those people who come in here. Do not get sold by whatever the party supporters here are pushing on them, but have their own mind and have their own decision made up before they come into the booth here. So, illegal or not illegal, Doesn't seem like the election commission or the cops are taking any action. So we're assuming this is natural. With camera person Ramu, Nabila for News 9.
And as R.R. Nagar went to polls today, many schools in the locality were closed, but there was no specific information about it, and kids turned up at the school as usual.
On one side, if we are seeing the elections in Rajeshwari Nagar, on the other side, there seems to be some sort of confusion because the school children, the school children are here and they have come out. And in this particular school, there seems like this small boy doesn't know that the school had to be declared as a holiday. There is no sort of official instructions that have come in. We are seeing that the students are now, returning back to their homes because their school authorities had not informed them that the schools were closed as Rajarajeshwari Nagar had gone into polling also. So all said and done, seems like even the school children have been inconvenienced. But yes, this is a part of the democracy and for the larger good. Seems like the children are taking the buses back to their homes. But all said and done, why has the school management not gone and spoken to these children or their parents? Why has a circular not been sent, or why weren't they informed prior? That is the big question. With camera person Ramesh, this is Prajwal Prasad reporting for News 9, Bengaluru.
Well, that was one thing. And by the way, the Election Commission is doing everything it can to increase voting percentage, so it also set up a pink booth with women taking charge of it.
In 2013, Rajarajeshwari Nagar saw a polling percentage of 58.83%. So this time it seems like, that the officials are quite confident that they will somewhere reach the 70% mark, at the Papradipalia school at St. John's. So therefore, this election booth has been by exclusively by women. We also, on the right side, we see the polling agents too, who are doing their jobs, and it is all decked up. It is all pink in color. So this is a booth which is being managed exclusively by women, and this time this was one of the attractions that was made by the Election Commission of India, so that they will encourage women voters to come out in large numbers too. And apart from that, we also saw in the tribal areas, especially in regions of Madikeri and Ooty, where hamlet-shaped polling booths were also done. Hamlets were put up as doubled up as polling booths. So definitely all decked up in pink, where the women are, the women officials are going about and carrying out their work also. And it is pink in color. The balloons are pink in color, so that it brings about that environment out there.
Let's take a short break now, but Big Bang